Experts call the volcanic eruption Tonga can damage the long-term environment. This is the impact. Scientists say Tonga's massive underwater volcanic eruption could cause long-term damage to coral reefs, erode coastlines, and disrupt fisheries. The scientists made the assessment after studying satellite imagery and looking to the past to project the future of the remote region. The following are some of the effects of Tonga's volcanic eruptions that can occur. Since the initial eruption, Tonga's underwater volcano has released sulfur dioxide and nitrogen oxides. Sulfur dioxide and nitrogen oxides are two gases that create acid rain when they interact with water and oxygen in the atmosphere. With Tonga's tropical climate, it is likely that there will be acid rain around Tonga for some time to come, said University of Auckland volcanologist Shane Cronin. This acid rain can cause widespread crop damage and can damage Tongan staples such as taro, corn, bananas, and garden vegetables. Depending on how long the eruption lasts, food security could be compromised, Cronin said. Satellite imagery shows the plume spreading westward, meaning Tonga could avoid this acid rain even though Fiji may be in its path. In a newsletter on Monday, the UN's Humanitarian Affairs Office said Fiji was monitoring its air quality and had advised people to cover household water tanks and stay indoors in case of rain. Tonga has an exclusive economic zone covering nearly 700,000 square kilometers of sea, 270,271 square miles, or 1,000 times more than its land area. Most Tongans there also get their food and livelihood from the sea. While scientists have yet to investigate in the field, some of the available images appear to suggest a blanket of ash on land. This was revealed by Marco Brenna, a geologist at the University of Otago in New Zealand. In the oceans, the ash can be harmful to marine life. Weeks before Saturday's underwater volcanic eruption, the 15th of January 2022, the Tonga Geological Service had warned that nearby seawater was contaminated with the release of toxic volcanic material. Fishermen were also asked to consider the fish in these waters poisonous. Inevitably, the eruption made things worse. The murky, ash-filled water near the volcano will deprive the fish of food and wipe out spawning grounds. Some of the fish will perish, and the survivors will be forced to migrate, scientists say. Further changes in the structure of the seabed could create new barriers for fishing vessels. It will be a while before the same or new fishing grounds will be restored, said Brenna. Falling ash can also disrupt coral reef ecosystems, which in Tonga were the mainstay of the tourism industry, which brought in up to $5 million a year before the virus pandemic. Even before the underwater volcanic eruption, Tonga's coral reefs were threatened by disease outbreaks and the effects of climate change, including coral bleaching and growing hurricanes. Now, large areas of coral reefs in the directly affected areas of Hunga Tonga may be buried and covered by large deposits of volcanic ash, said Tom Shills, a marine biologist at the University of Guam who has studied volcanic and coral eruptions in the Mariana Islands. North, such eruptions also release more iron into the water, which can promote the growth of blue-green algae and sponges that further damage reefs. Improvement. Coral reefs may have to start from scratch. It's a process that can take years, says Brian Glaczynski, coral reef ecologist at the Scripps Institution of Oceanography, California. species that are more tolerant of poor water quality will come first. Hard corals and fish will come first. Take longer to return, he added. The loss of coral reefs will also affect Tonga's ability to cope with rising waters and storm surges. This is a concern for Tonga, where climate change is pushing sea levels up by about 6 millimeters, 0.2 inches, per year, or double the global average. In a 2015 report, Tonga assessed natural storm buffers including coral reefs and coastal seagrass and mangroves at around $11 million per year.